It's no surprise that Lakshmi has been super controlling as of late. Her views are very different when it comes to the Eliksni partnering alongside her human allies. Throughout the season, we've received hints and messages of where this mystery might lead us, and today we finally have some answers. Let's discuss Lakshmi's betrayal and coup over the Guardians and the city. So this madness all began when Ikora let Mithrax and the House of Light into the city.
Mithrax, I saw those who wished to join you dead in the snow. Let them be the last to fall. Come, shelter in our city, you and your people.
Ikora Kill, can you offer the Eliksni such a thing?
I just did.
Upon first arriving in their new home and camp in the Batsa ruins, Lakshmi and Osiris told Mithrax that some people wouldn't like having an enemy alongside them in the safety of the city.
Your house can best show gratitude by keeping to itself. I know your assistance with the Vex will benefit us all, but not everyone in the city is so open-minded. I must return to the people of the city. Future War Court has foreseen great misery for them in the days ahead, and they will need an advocate. I often forget how highly those in the tower have placed themselves.
Week after week, Lakshmi would broadcast messages to the people of the city about these Eliksni, saying that she saw a vision within the Future War Cult's device, one where the city was in ashes, there was gunfire, and the same Fallen were standing right in the middle of it, meaning that from her vision, she thought these Eliksni were not friendly and they would turn against us.
The same Fallen I saw earlier. Ikora listened to my report, but she chose not to hear it. The Vanguard would rather protect its image than its people.
This of course fueled her campaign this season to bring them down. In week 4, we learned that Ikora and the Vanguard had been tolerating Lakshmi's broadcasts to the city. Ikora says it's no place for them to interfere with civilian politics, so she'll just let it go for now. But soon after that, things got worse.
There's been a disturbance, sabotage in the Eliksni camp. This wasn't just an attack on their ether stores. Someone wanted to send a message.
Our supplies stolen, our home defaced.
I cannot find any witnesses.
This is not surprising. The locals have been under enormous pressure. You're lucky it was not worse. Your houses and titles are layers of politics. You're still Fallen.
That same week, someone happened to sneak into the Eliksni camp and destroy some of their ether storages. This of course is something they need to survive. They need the ether, they need those tanks, and someone was trying to sabotage it. Now we can assume that this was Lakshmi or some of her followers listening to her broadcasts.
There are several modifications we will need for stable ether production.
Submit a proposal to Ikora. She seems willing to get you anything you need.
Something else to keep in mind, a little side note, is Savathun's involvement in everything that's going on. We've discussed other characters and her plan and all of that, but Lakshmi also sings and hums Savathun's song, so is there some type of corruption going on there? Is Savathun steering this? Maybe.
Have you heard the song of the people echoing through the city? Rise up as one, march toward the sun.
Lakshmi's madness goes as far as questioning the leadership of the tower in the Vanguard. Not only does Future War Cult question this and want to leave or throw some type of coup, but also New Monarchy. They're with the Future War Cult.
These same Fallen are now inside our city, at the invitation of the Vanguard. Ikora Rain knows all this, and more.
So even after we stopped Korea and the Endless Night began to lift, Lakshmi still has her problems with the Vanguard and the Eliksni in the city.
I thought I might ask Lakshmi for her assistance, but that device she uses. By Osiris's description, it's used to align one's consciousness with other temporal realities, and has driven many war cultists insane. The visions it shows her, They cloud her judgment. Even now, she believes the Elixni will be the cause of some great catastrophe.
Do you see? I can admit when I am wrong. Which is more than I can say for some of our current leaders. The city deserves someone who acts, someone who does what is right, even if it is unpopular.
With the events that happened this week, we can clearly see a coup has taken place. Lakshmi has been planning this all along and opened a portal in the city.
Right now, loyalists to the future war cult and new monarchy have rounded up the fallen in our city. With the aid of Osiris, I have learned how to safely command the power of the Vex. I will use it to do what the Vanguard will not. I will tear open a rift, banish the fallen to the depths of space from where they came. We alone will save humanity. I have seen the darkest of futures. And with this act, I will... No. No!
So we had some weird things go down for sure. Lakshmi is now dead. Ikora said that she recovered her body and Osiris was being sus this whole time. A story for another video. Thanks to our guardian though, this portal was closed and we fought the Vex together with our friends to repel them from the city.
More than enough.
Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this might be the first time we fought Vex on Earth. They usually have different races in different locations, and with the override coming to the last safe city, boom, we had some Vex. The aftermath of all of this shows us that Osiris is missing, Lakshmi is of course dead, and all the factions are no more.
Future war cult has scattered to the wind, but we recovered Lakshmi's body from the site of the attack. Now Dead Orbit has finally made good on its promise to leave the city, and take a new monarchy with it. The factions are no more. I haven't told Saint yet, but I've been unable to locate Osiris. Even though Lakshmi implicated him in the attack, I don't believe he'd... Osiris is a good man. Saint and I will both vouch for him. All he has to do is return to the city to clear his name.
So Lakshmi did see this event take place in the city, this battle that she was speaking of so many times, but it was because she herself had caused this. This season, like the past few, had some great storytelling, and I hope for sure it continues in just a couple of weeks with season 15. Anyway, Guardians, I hope you enjoyed today's video, the wrap-up of the Lakshmi story arc for season of the Splicer. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching. My name's Evade, and I'll catch you Guardians in the next one.